about that. So let's say you have a liberal city, let's Los Angeles, San Diego, and they just decide we're going to get rid of that history. We got new history. This is America built off the backs of slaves on stolen land. And that curriculum comes in.
Then we don't send them money. We would save half of our budget.
Okay.
And we're going to send, but if they want to do that.
Because you do lose control when you go low.
Well, we've lost control. We're number 40. We're last on the list. Okay. We're the worst there is, and we spend more money than. And a lot of states, look, you know what's going to happen. The states that are well run now, like, I don't want to say specifically but you take Indiana, it's so nice, no debt, everything is good. Our beautiful Iowa, right, that I win every time. Take every one of those states. So let's say out of the 50, we have close to 40 like that. Then you have the laggards run by guys like Gavin Newsom, who is, you probably won't do as well there, but there you have to watch it a little bit more. Right. But no, if they want to get cute, then you don't send them the money.
So, as you all see, there goes Donald Trump talking out the side of his neck again. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jamie. Welcome to the Opinion Caucus, where we talk about all the trending political and cultural news. So, we also saw Donald Trump talking about these states that are woke are going to have to get their funding from the federal government taken away. And he's talking about Indiana as an example, and Iowa as an example of schools that don't have the woke in it, so they have the better education. Well, why don't we just look at the schools that actually have really good education? And guess what? They also know that slavery, yes, I know you hate those words, Republicans, slavery was the reason for the Civil War. And yes, unfortunately, Black Americans were the ones that this country was built off of. I know, hate saying it, but guess what? That is the history. It's very sad history. Nothing to be proud about, but come on. I thought Black history was American history. Top is New Jersey, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, Maine, Colorado, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. All of these states are either purple or blue. And this is public schools we're talking about. So publicly funded schools. And at the very top, we have Massachusetts, Connecticut, 2 blue states, right? Let's look at the states that have the worst education. Why don't we? So the schools that have the worst public school education: Arizona, Louisiana, Nevada, New Mexico, Alabama, South Carolina, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Florida, and Tennessee. I wonder why those schools are the schools that are performing better. Probably because all of American history is in there, right? Probably because they're not picking and choosing what they want to put in. They want to have a holistic student, right? But that's neither here nor there. The reason why I'm showing this is because I believe this Trump's Fox and Friends whole segment did not get enough attention. Like, one, he wants to take away any school that properly teaches American history, they're funding away. Because, I mean, there's no way you can tell me the Civil War was not fought over slavery. There's no way you can say America was not founded and built it on the backs of slaves. Like, that's just, how can you get past that piece of history? Like, why was there even a Confederacy? Like, how would you explain that entire that entire section of history? Like, they just wanted to do their own thing. And it wasn't about slaves, though. It was about something else. Like, are you serious? Like, as we all know, Republicans have been having a really hard time grasping history. And then we also have this next clip where he gets asked a question about why, and going further into detail about this from somebody who, I guess they either did a video in or they called in.
We've got a question from Anthony in Wisconsin, a swing state, and it's about school choice. Listen to this.
I am Anthony from Appleton, Wisconsin. I have high-functioning autism, but my autism means I am only allowed to go to public schools that teach things and promote things against my values and faith. This makes life hard and confusing. When you become president, what can you and JD Vance do to help other students like me to have a choice of schools?
School choice.
Well, thank you very much. And it's all about school choice. You know, that's one of the biggest things on my platform. It's about school choice, and it's also, we're going to get it out of Washington. If you look at our schools, we spend more per pupil than any other country. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, I hate to say this, China, can you believe? Top 5. They have great school programs. We are number 40, which is sort of like at the bottom of the list. We spend more per pupil than we're moving it all out of Washington. and we're going to let the states run the schools. So you give the schools to Iowa, they're going to be another Norway. It's going to be great. You give them to so many different states. Indiana, they're dying to do it. They can do it for less than half, and you will have those states competing with the best.
Get rid of the Department of Education.
It's going to go great. And every building in Washington, you go by Department of Education. I'm going to have one person working there, maybe with a secretary. I don't mean a secretary.
You want it all. You want it all to be local now.
Stenographer, because we want to make sure they're teaching English, right? Let's say reading, writing, and arithmetic.
None of the books.
Not transgender. We're not going to be heavy.
What about our history?
Well, and
all of that?
And you hear the person ask, what about our history? What about our history? And it's because history is an inconvenient truth for Republicans. History is an inconvenient truth for people that aren't in the minority, essentially. And I just really don't get it. I don't understand where this is going. And you know what makes it kind of weird? Like, he's saying this, and like there's a black man sitting on this couch, and he literally does nothing. He just sits there and takes it and takes it and takes it and eats it and eats it and eats it. And it's like, truly believe that the America was not built off of the free labor of black Americans. Like, we have a constitution. There's a reason there's an amendment to end slavery. There's a reason there are amendments for women to vote and for black men to be able to vote. Black men specifically outline that they can vote. But I don't know, the cognitive dissonance for me. And there's one last clip that I thought was like really, really telling. And I'm like, why is nobody talking about this? And like, he is telling y'all the plan of Project 2025, even though he keeps saying it's not his plan.
The event I have now?
No.
A very big event. I'm going to see Rupert Murdoch.
Okay.
That's a big event. I don't know if he's thrilled that I say it.
Yeah, please tell him we all said thank you.
I'm going to tell him something very simple, because I can't talk to anybody else about it. Don't put on negative commercials for 21 days. Don't put them, and don't put on their horrible people that come and lie. I'm going to say, Rupert, please do it this way.
Right.
And then we're going to have a victory, because I think everyone wants to have
And you're going to Outkick next. It's a great channel that we have with Tyrus.
Oh, good.
there you go.
All right, Mr. President, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
All right, we're going to step aside.
He's been constantly attacking our media channels, our newspapers, our network TVs, all of those different things. And that is one step towards controlling, like he wants to do with education, taking out certain parts of history. He wants to control what people are seeing. It's the same way when people say they stop watching Fox News, and all of a sudden they realize, oh shit, none of this stuff is real. That is what Trump is trying to do. He wants to control all aspects of our daily lives so that he can put in Agenda 47 or Project 2025, so that you don't feel when he puts and takes away police immunity. Well, I'm not mad about that, because guess what? All I'm seeing are people doing violent crime. He's going to want to control the media so that they can only show immigrants doing crime. Why? So that we think that there's more immigrants doing crime, when we know that actually American citizens do more crime than immigrants, and immigrants are less likely to do crime. You're going to show us a whole bunch of immigrants doing misdemeanor here and a misdemeanor there. So, there is violent immigrant crime. We do need to enact the Alien Act and do martial law to get these people out of our communities, so that they can't do crime, because we feel like these people they're taking our homes, they're taking over our communities, they're taking our jobs. Yes, you would believe that if you're in an echo chamber of only showing you those types of things. And we see it in his post he put on his social media site that has been put up here by MSNBC. 60 Minutes is a major part of the news organizations of CBS, which has just created the greatest fraud in broadcast history. CBS should lose its license, and it should be bidded out to the highest bidder as all other broadcast license, because they are just as corrupt as CBS, maybe even worse. See, it didn't even fucking make sense after I finished reading it. But it's crazy that he continually makes these threats towards these news channels, and nobody's covering this. Like, I didn't see this run on CNN. I didn't see this run on MSNBC. And I mean, obviously it ran on Fox News, but within that Fox News echo chamber, of course you're fine with him taking away public funding for education, but you keep forgetting that a lot of big blue states subsidize funding for education in red states. They can't even afford to pay for this education. A lot of the best education states are blue states, because guess what? They do a holistic view of history. They do a holistic view of math. They do all of the things to make sure that you have holistic students that are ready for the workforce. All right, y'all. Well, that was basically the video for today. I just really feel like there was not enough attention put towards this particular segment of Fox News that Trump is literally saying he wants to take away the Department of Education. He wants to take away certain parts of history. He wants to take control the narrative around everything with all the threats to our media companies. I just feel like that's extremely important for us to realize, because in Russia, that's what they do. In China, that's what they do. In North Korea, that's what they do. Like, y'all all remember when the media came in and they literally built up cardboard grocery stores in North Korea to make it seem like the people were eating? Like, it's crazy. And we need to be watching out for this. We need to be very vigilant. We need to be like, what's going on? But y'all, if y'all enjoyed this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Remember, this is the Opinion Caucus, where we talk about all the trending political and cultural news. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.